Welcome back to Sailing Saoirse. We have all been working incredibly hard to get all the little jobs done that we can. We have been trying to get the Port Fwd cabin into a livable condition. We started working on it in the beginning of lockdown, which was 6 weeks ago, and it's taken about pretty much that much time to get from this to where we are now. So the guys fiberglassed the shelves and fiberglassed them in, and then my dad Robin did all the carpentry work on it. In our entire time of working on Saoirse, the Port Fwd cabin has been known as the shed, and it has stored our tools and everything that we need to finish Saoirse in it. My dad worked hard on the carpentry and installed the cupboards before we could start painting it. Karen doing what she does best, looking after the men.
Slowly but surely building up the end portion of the front cabin. We've allowed for a cabinet at the top, bookshelf on the side, and a bit of a headboard come storage unit in the end. Imagine the amount of detail and going backwards and forth, trying to get all the sizes and shapes right so that everything fits in exactly right.
Colburn then needed to fair all the imperfections and sand that down before we could start painting. Why are you so miserable?
Nobody helps me.
If you help everybody else, eh?
Everybody. Chief cook and bottle washer for everybody.
Let's not kid ourselves, I cook.
It's a saying. Cook and bottle washer.
Well, you must be from the 1700s, eh?
I feel like I'm from the 1700s.
Welcome to our Port Fwd cabin. It's pretty spacious and comfy. It's still a work in progress because of lockdown. We haven't been able to get as much as we wanted to, like our plug covers, and we're still busy doing electrical work in here at the moment. Under here there's about this much space for storage for us, so we can keep books, toiletries, whatever we need in here. It goes under here. Then there's a bookshelf over here and more bookshelf over there. Don't know who's reading. And then this cubby will also be storage, and it will get a face on that obviously opens up. It's currently in progress. He's sitting on top of 3 hatches under the bed. The front one is for the black water tank. The one in the middle is for our water tanks. We have 2 on the side, each holding 200 litres of water. And then the front hatch is pretty much just storage, so it comes in quite handy. So yeah, it's very livable, and usually yachties would sleep with their heads that side, but there's pretty much enough space, I would say, for 2 people to sleep comfortably next to each other up here. And also with the cabin being so long, if you noticed in our beginning video, it was very long, so to keep our mattress standard and all our linen and everything standard, we thought it would be a good idea to build this up and make it useful instead of having this uber long mattress or extra space at the end of the bed that wouldn't be used for anything. So I think this was a great idea for storage, because you can never have enough on a yacht. So my mum stippled the walls. She started with stippling the walls, then she painted them. Before she painted them, she sanded them down so the stipple wasn't as rough, because in our rooms we didn't sand the stipple because we thought it would be clever and that it wasn't very rough. But
I've lost half an elbow before.
And a bit of your scalp.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it is quite rough when you tend to hit yourself by accident on it. So yeah, this wall is really nice. Just as lockdown started, we started working on getting the carpentry. My dad, Robin, started all his carpentry work, and we decided that, like I showed you in the video, that these cupboards would be quite nice instead of having one long bed that just filled the space. So
yeah, that's a meter of extra storage space up there.
Yeah.
And another storage space down here.
That's even bigger. So
if we had a bed from there to there, all that space you would have lost out.
It's nice to have laptops or anything up there. Nice storage area for that.
Personally, I think this is the best cabin.
I think so too. So we're getting there.
Yeah, we've got electrics going into pretty much all the rooms, the lights. Trying to work out where the lights are going and stuff like that, so there's just wires hanging all over the show, which is a little bit of a nightmare, but we're coming along fast, and it's making a big difference having light in the place.
So it's Mother's Day and we baked lemon meringue cupcakes. So it's got a lemon meringue filling on the inside and the meringue on the top. First time making these, we wanted to combine 2 of our favourite things, cupcakes and lemon meringue. So Bob's checking out them cupcakes. You can smell bacon from a mile away. So we're spoiling Mum. There were definitely a few man-sized muffins between the cupcakes there, but we got it right in the end. For Mother's Day, we said we weren't going to work that day, but I think we're all a bit of a workaholic at the moment, and we're seeing projects being completed and we like getting a bit addicted to it. So we didn't take the day off. Well,
your mom took the day.
No, she was busy running around. So from 1 o'clock on Mother's Day, we took the day off. And the saddest part about Mother's Day was the fact that Cleo had been missing for 2 days. We just had envisioned that when she tried to climb on the boat, she fell between the yacht and the dock. And yeah, we were imagining horrific scenes.
You guys were distraught.
We were not happy. So we took her food packet and we walked around the marina and around the offices, and we went everywhere where she usually would have been, and she did not come. She's never done this before in our 6 weeks of having her. He thinks it's funny, but
So you had the cat for 6 years.
the offices were all open with people in it, in and out of them, on Friday, and yeah, we hadn't seen her since then. So we were walking and I heard a meow. I didn't know if I'd heard the meow or if it was a coincidence that my brain was making up these meows. Cleo does not meow very loud, so we were convinced it wasn't her. She's got a habit of, this is her meow. So she does it without the actual her voice.
Like a cat.
It was very hard to believe that she had meowed that loud. But then when I looked closer into the window of one of the yachting schools here, I saw these bright little eyes staring at me through the window, and the window was tinted and dirty and very hard to see through. So all I saw were the eyes, and there were many tears. So then we had to call the yachting school and they had to come out to open the offices, and we got our little girl back. Now she goes nowhere without us. She doesn't have freedom anymore because she goes exploring and gets herself into trouble. And she was ready to rumble. She was down that dock, and she does not move quickly, this lady. She takes her time and nobody must rush her, but that day, we've never seen her legs move as fast as they did to get back here, so... For 2 nights now, and we've just been running around the marina looking for her for the 2nd day in a row, and my mum we were walking past one of the offices and we were about to leave, and I heard a meow, but I thought maybe it was just my imagination, but it was her. considering she usually has food on tap on the yacht, she was definitely starving by the time she got home. So today it was a bit chilly and we couldn't do our video outside in the nice areas that we have been in the past. So when we were packing up and selling the house and deciding what we needed and what we didn't, that was 24 years for me of accumulated clothing, which anybody that knows me knows I do a lot of shopping. It's an illness. Okay.
You have the entire cupboard. I have 2 little shelves. That's my 23 years of
That's marriage.
clothing.
I had to sell everything and it really was difficult to decide what we were going to keep. Winter clothing wasn't one of the things we decided to keep because we thought we'd be in the Caribbean by South Africa's winter, but we are sitting in the coldest part of South Africa for winter now. It's getting colder here, and with winter in Cape Town comes the rain, so we're going to have to invest in some raincoats. With our levels of lockdown, we can only buy winter clothes from level 4, which only comes in about a week, so we'll just freeze till then. Our bigger plan is to leave here and head towards Durban for winter. Durban being where we came from, you barely get winter there, so we aren't used to the cold weather and we would love to go back, but yeah, the travel between provinces and also sea travel has been banned for everybody besides cargo ships, so it's looking detrimental to our plans.
Pretty much.
But we are hoping to find a way to get over there, and also we can be with our family and friends there. So yeah, holding fingers for a good outcome for that.
Been holding thumbs.
Thumbs and fingers, because that would be amazing if we could head home.
If we could go anywhere for that matter.
Yeah. So if anyone knows the laws and regulations on sea travel in South Africa, please hit us up so we can get home. But thanks for watching with us, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.
Corbin likes his comments.
Yeah.
Got any questions? Ask us. Don't be like Cleo and miss out on the action. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when our next videos are up.